Good morning, students. Today I will discuss vegetative propagation in plants. Vegetative propagation is also an asexual method of reproduction. In this case, a new plant can be produced from an old plant. So, first I will discuss about vegetative propagation by stem. To learn about the vegetative propagation by stem, you have to learn about what is cutting. Cutting is a method to obtain a new plant from the old plant. So you have to cut one part of a plant which contain bud. It is necessary to have bud in the cutting. So first you have to take the cutting, and after that you have to bury the cut into a moist soil, and after some time you can see the plant grows, and you have to keep watering on the plant on the cutting. So after a few days you can see from the cutting it develops root, and the bud grows and produce shoot. So by this process we can get a new plant, and it is similar to the parent plant. Everything is similar to the parent plant. So by this process we can grow rose plant and different plants we can grow. Students, you can see some cuttings are here, and look at this. The buds are present here. In the cutting, buds are present here. In all cuttings, some buds are present. See? From the bud, leaves are growing. And if we take out it from water, you can see roots also developed. You can see the roots here also. See? This is the cutting. Now we will talk about tuber. Tuber is a thickened underground stem which a plant have, and in it can store food. So from tuber we can also grow some plants, and there are two kinds of tuber are present. One is stem tuber and second is root tuber. And in case of potato is a stem tuber. It is thickened and underground stem, and it contains lots of bud in it. In a potato you can see there are multiple scars in a potato tuber, and from this scar the potato buds can grow. And if you cut the potato which contain a bud and keep it into a moist soil, you can, after some time you can see from the bud new potato plant can grow. This is also a method of vegetative propagation.
The potato tuber, which is a modified stem. Now how it is a stem, to know it, you can see that these are the various buds which have developed into shoot, and the tip portion, if you observe it carefully, it has turned green in color. So it will result into shoot, and from one single potato you can see so many plants can be grown. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So total 8 buds they have developed, and the single potato is capable of producing 8 plants. So here we are using the stem to grow number of plants, not the seeds. So it's a type of asexual reproduction. So asexual reproduction means what? In which we are using the parts other than the seeds. So here we are using the underground stem. So since it is a stem, so it is vegetative part, so it is a type of that is your asexual reproduction, but through vegetative part, so it is vegetative propagation also. And this one is called the tuber through which the potato grows. Next you can see this is garlic. So garlic, each cloves of the garlics represents one bulb. Like onion is also a bulb through which entire new plant can be grown. But from a single onion, we will be getting a single plant. But in the garlic, these individual members are capable of producing individual plants. So from here you can see 3 of them, the tip portion has turned green in color. So it will develop into shoot portion. And if you observe carefully, this is the bottom portion of the garlic. Each one of them will develop adventitious roots. So if you just open it one, this one will develop into one plant, then the next these two will be developing into another plant. So here we are using the underground stem, which is called the bulb, to develop into a new plant. So this is also a type of vegetative propagation. So vegetative propagation means what? Where we are using the vegetative parts. Here the vegetative part is an underground stem called bulb, which will develop into an entire new plant. So a single garlic is responsible for giving number of garlic plants. So this is how it's a type of asexual reproduction, and specifically vegetative propagation because vegetative part is used.
And now I will discuss about vegetative propagation by roots. In vegetative propagation by roots, you can see this thing in most cases of sweet potato. They don't have bud, but from the root tuber they can grow. And in case of dahlia plant also, they also can grow from the root tuber. And in vegetative propagation by leaves, you can see this in Bryophyllum plant. This is one example of reproduction from its leaf. When the leaf of a Bryophyllum plant falls on the ground, and from it many buds can grow. From the from the leaves of a Bryophyllum plant, new plant can be produced. And in case of begonia, this thing also happens. And some plants such as cacti, they produce a new plant when the part get detaches from their main body part and fall on the ground. So there is some advantages of vegetative propagation of plants. The new plants produced by the vegetative propagation take much less time to grow and bear flowers and fruits as compared to the plants which grown from the seed. So this is a very useful thing for us also. We can grow the plant easily, and the plant which is produced by the vegetative propagation in the asexual method of reproduction, they are exactly like the parent plant. Students, this is the Bryophyllum tree, and you can see if the leaves fall in the soil from this side, the new plant can grow. So that's all for today.